Hi, this is Brandon Smiley from thirstgym.com. Today we're going to talk about an exercise called the in-place landmine lateral lunge. This is a fantastic way to move side to side in that frontal plane, and we're going to use the landmine to do it. And this is a great introductory way to teach kids how to laterally lunge and give them a little bit of support by holding on to the load. So we do need a landmine attachment to be able to do this exercise, and then we're going to obviously stick a bar in it. Once you've got that, really you're just going to need some space. So what we're going to do with the landmine here, we're going to take the bar and we're going to hold it up in a goblet-based position. And since this is an in-place lunge variation, we want to start with our feet good and wide, and they're just going to stay there in that position, okay? So we're not actually going to do any kind of stepping or anything. We're just going to hold this in position here, and this is just where we're going to stay. Now, as we go to lunge, whatever side you want your athlete to start with, you're going to lunge towards that side, and we want to ensure that, one, we're kind of up on the barbell, almost like we're speaking in a microphone. That way we don't want it out here, because then it's going to become almost like a shoulder exercise, way more so than a lower body exercise. So we want this kind of up close and personal, toes slightly turned out. Make sure my feet are at a good wide position, so we don't want to be narrow because we're going side to side here. Good wide position. I'm going to break at the hips and knees simultaneously, and I'm going to try to push my butt back while I keep my chest good and tall, and get good and long on that opposite leg, and then come back. Good and long. So once we get a couple reps on one side, then we're going to go to the other. And just like that. So we want to make sure feet stay flat the whole time. As we're lunging towards whatever side we're lunging towards, we're not going like this, okay? Trying to push the hip back, trying to load those glutes and hamstrings up. Once you get that, you would just put some weight on there if you needed it. It's a really good way to open the hips up, like I said, teach athletes how to move in the frontal plane a little bit more naturally, rather than giving them a dumbbell right off the get-go. Sometimes we find that they're not focusing on getting good and low. They're really kind of lost in terms of direction. Like I said, they're really trying to do all this kind of like up on the toe, knee come forward kind of thing. The landmine helps us naturally teach them how to kind of sit back into their hips, the way that the landmine works and the way they're kind of in like an arc. So when it comes to performing this, I really like this for about 6 to 10 reps per side, and then for about 3 to 4 total working sets for each side. Definitely keep in mind the amount of time that it takes to do an exercise like this. So, 10 reps per side might be great if you have plenty of time. You're kind of short on training sessions per week, then you definitely want to try to get some more volume and workload and trying to work on restoring that range of motion, because this is a great way to focus on opening up the hips for your really tight athletes as well, but at the same time teaching them how to lunge laterally. But otherwise, 6 to 8 reps is great for building some general strength and movement quality in your average athlete. So check out the in-place landmine lateral lunge. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.